the regular meeting of the Anderson County Commissioners Court to order on our first one of the year, January the 8th, 2024, 9:30 a.m. Show that we have a quorum present. Present Commissioner Mims is absent from the courtroom. And first item on the agenda is the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
All right. If you'll stand with us, Commissioner Chapin will lead us in the prayer followed by the pledge.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, just pray that you be with us today as we make decisions for the county, Lord. We just pray that you'll be with the men and women fighting for this country, Lord. Just be with them, keep them safe, be with their families. Lord, just pray that you'll just watch over and bless our county. Just be with our constituents, Lord, that they can just have a great year and thrive really well, and just everybody's health do good. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have anybody signed up for? Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. The consent agenda is considered to be self-explanatory and will be enacted with one motion. There will not be a separate discussion of these items. However, any consent agenda item may be removed for individual consideration pursuant to a request by a Commissioner's Court member. We've got budget amendments number 190 and 192 through 195. Approve our bills. Do we have any utilities crossing county roads?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Anybody know whether Rashad had any?
I didn't get any for him.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. And then minutes for the regular meeting on October the 30th, 2023. And just received information recorded in the minutes that Alan Hughes has been appointed as reserve deputy for Precinct 3 in the constable's office. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Hill. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Chapin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. All right. Item number 5 is consider to take action on the purchase of Express Universal Voting Machines from ES&S up to $40,000 for the election office to come out of capital outlay and authorize the county judge to sign the service agreement. Essentially, these are going to be the same. Casey's here. Anybody's got a question? Essentially, these are the same machines that we bought last time. They're the express machines that you actually put the ballot in, correct? Okay. And so she needed extra ones of those. They actually have to roll those out if somebody has to drive up, because they can't do the paper ballots anymore. So they've got to roll that out. We've got her some carts to be able to do that too. And when somebody at their vehicle can record their ballot, she puts it in an envelope and brings it back in. So, but she needs some extra machines, correct?
How many are there? As it says, how many are we getting?
You got to come up here.
Sorry. Sorry. I just didn't know. I was going to make a note of it.
Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think she got a better deal than what she planned on, so she's trying to get up
Yeah.
to 40,000.
Initially, I asked for 10 additional units, but since that request, my vendor notified me that the units had gone down a little cheaper. So I won't know exactly how many I can purchase until his
minimum will be 10 anyway.
administrator comes in to actually do the quote and the bill of sale.
Thank you.
10, maybe 15, hopefully.
That'd
I
be
just
great.
don't know at this time. Okay.
But her regulations changed, so we're just trying to be in compliance with them.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the election office to purchase Express Universal Voting Machines for ES&S up to $40,000 And that was, I think we budgeted, there's budget capital outlay for that.
Yes, sir, 40,000.
All right. I'll entertain that motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Dixon, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Chapin, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, so ordered. Item number 6 is consider and take action on additional veteran service officer position. I kinda left that broad, y'all have a packet, I came up yesterday and I was still trying to get a little bit more information, and I got some of it kinda all week, throughout the week last week, so I made you a packet. It's the one with that red line on it. That's in your packet. Did you have one? Yes. Okay, fine. And I put the statute in there that and what I could get from Texas Veterans Commission on the paperwork that they had on file for Mr. Denman, who is currently one of the one veteran service officer that we have. And I had some questions because looking at the statute in Texas Government Code 463, it didn't really tell you exactly if you had to have a veteran service officer and then anybody else had to be assistants, or could you have more than one veteran service officer? And I think when we did the budget, we were talking like having another veteran service officer, just like the one we got, and hopefully to try to take care of the extra days. In other words, they're open on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, trying to cover Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And there's room for two sometimes, you know, I mean, that office gets pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I've been down there and they get pretty busy. And so, and that's why the overlap would be Wednesday, where they would both be there.
Yes, sir.
And we got the office set up, for that other office.
Yes.
For another veteran service officer. Now, the thing about it is we've had some pretty good success. We get some experienced people through Indeed. I think Megan's had that same, experience, so but you need a job description. And so I actually worked, with somebody that understood the Veterans Office, and, they helped put a Veterans Service Officer, job description together so that we could advertise the position. And so y'all got a copy of that in your packet. It's this one right here. Okay. I actually sent it to the supervisor, and you can see the emails back and forth that we've had trying to get some questions answered so I could give y'all as much information as I could. And, she indicated that she can actually, we can actually have either two veteran service officers that are, you know, essentially in equal position, or we can take and have assistants. And so I just want to make sure the court knew what all our options were going into this, and kind of get a process together on how we want to go about doing it, advertising the position, and who will supervise and all that kind of stuff. So, she actually indicated they didn't, because I asked them, did they have like a job description for a veteran service officer? And they didn't really have anything. She said a lot of times people will call and they're trying to figure out how to advertise the position. So I asked her to look over the one that we put together, and she really liked it. You can see that she noted that in the emails, and I told her, you know, if you want to use that, if somebody else calls, then that's fine with us. But what I was going to ask the court is if we could go ahead and advertise the position and get that on Indeed, and then we can put it on our website. And if y'all want to, we can. I think Vernon said he had one person that was interested, that had expressed interest to him, and I had him look over the job description. He thought it looked good too. I thought, there he is. Okay. I thought he was going to try to be here this morning. We just got to that item, Vernon. Sure.
And brother, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Sorry for the tardiness, and
Again, it's always an honor to come and speak on behalf of our veteran population, and again, I'm
And just
grateful.
for the record, we put your name on the record, or, and who you represent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, my name is Vernon Denman. Again, I have to go back to my grammar teacher now. She would always spank me on the hand if I didn't do that.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. So my name again is Vernon Denman. I represent the county of Anderson. And again, on behalf of the veteran population, I appreciate the support of the Commissioners Court to, again, recognize that the population of the veteran community has come to the point where we do need an assistant. And I'm grateful for the support, again, of the Commissioners Court to address that issue. And I hope that, again, with that, we will find a qualified individual that will, again, be mindful of the benefits of those that they support, that being the widows and the surviving spouses of veterans again. So on behalf of that, I guess I'm open for questions, Judge, at this time.
I had one question I tried to pose to Ms. Bivens, and that was the one thing I wasn't quite sure of. If you have assistants, okay, and I just went over the packet and kind of the job description. You got a chance to look at the job
Yes, I
description.
did. Mhm.
You thought that looked pretty thorough?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay. And so the one question I had is, if you have assistants, just so the courts in trying to decide which option we want to go with, but if you have an assistant, can the assistant actually file the claim? Let's say if an assistant was there on Mondays and Fridays when you weren't there, does the actual veteran service officer in your position, would they have to file the claim, or can an assistant file the claim?
If he's accredited, again.
They have to have the training and certified, correct?
That is correct. He has to be accredited through the Texas Veterans Commission, and of course, you have a contact there. Again, they've gone over the contract, the proposal for an assistant, so I don't see any problems with the accreditation. We have to have that veteran that's committed to go to the training. It will consist of some training at the Veteran Service at Waco with the BBMS services, again, fingerprints and all that. So it has to be a part of that. So honorable discharge favors the veteran that will be applying for this application and services to address our veterans.
Good.
Any other questions?
And there is training.
Yep, sir.
Now,
Throughout.
one thing Ms. Bivens asked me, when she was looking at the job description, I think she didn't see it towards the bottom, but it says that they'll have 6 months.
Yes.
If they're hired, they'll have 6 months to get their certification. If not, basically, they're out of the job.
Adequate time, definitely. If they're committed to the job and to the description, that is definitely adequate time to get that taken care of.
So I have one question for you. You and I had talked before about the possibility of even considering a lady for the job because of these ladies coming in liking to be able to, not be feel intimidated or whatnot, to free up a little more to talk. Is that still something we need to consider?
I don't think we can consider that, Commissioner.
Well,
We can't, and just think of that.
Is that what that
And
is?
I
Yeah.
understand what you're asking, because it's a good.
I get you. I got you right. Yeah,
A female in the office, and Vernon asked for that.
that's right. I didn't think
But
about
at
it.
the
The
same
Chevy
time,
great. Yeah,
When we advertise this for
you're
anybody,
right.
anybody can apply.
yeah.
That's right.
We can't take that into consideration.
That's right.
No, no,
We
I
don't
mean,
have to take qualifications into consideration.
That's right.
and that shouldn't be a booby trap for this, because again, it's a form application process.
Yeah, I just knew that you had said that before about how
Sure.
they would feel more comfortable, and I didn't think about the discrimination part, but that's correct.
Well, and again, we're partnering again with the VA, and
Yes.
the VA offers two services, mental and the health part services of that, which is located in the Willow Creek area. So we're again representing the veteran if that area is a delicate situation to address the VA with that, because again, it puts the county in a situation because you can give some erroneous data.
Yes, sir.
And they can be taken misled. And so we don't want to and the service is already there. The VA is there for them, so we do direct them to, if there's a health question, mental, to go there for the services, and those services are there already.
At the clinic, correct?
At the clinic, yes. Mhm.
And we were just kind of discussing what process, and I was suggesting we advertise this on the Indeed, so it gets us out there. There might be somebody that's already certified. You know,
Well, again, for Anderson, yeah, well, it would have to be again for Anderson, and again, the process would go, again, through the Texas Veterans Commission, with that certification. We work up under that umbrella, for the services. There are services out there that the DAV, the American Legion, the Purple Heart, the Texas Veterans Commission, and of course the VA itself, which certifies counties for veterans to work up under the umbrella of the VBMS services, which is the Veterans Data Bank for each county. And we not only service Anderson, we service partnering counties, Cherokee. So we would ask the commissioners, as you talk with your partners in the surrounding counties, to let them know. I mean, this is a big thing here. I mean, it's just not. And if there's a bank that they can contribute, again, I don't know the process there, but we don't only service Anderson County. And they come from Cherokee, Limestone, Freestone, and it's an open door, red carpet treatment. So again, we appreciate the support and the assistance that will help, you know, with the load.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Yes,
your
sir.
time.
Thank you, Mr. Denby.
Again, for your support, most of all. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what are y'all thinking as far as the process? Any specific ideas or advertise a position?
If you advertise a position and see what kind of.
I was trying to figure out if there was a way to maybe have a representative from our different veterans organizations to at least have a chance, you know, maybe a 3-person committee.
That's what they were talking. I've met with some of them this last week.
To, not necessarily for the last call, but maybe to see what kind of experience the person has
That's right.
and interact. I'm not quite sure how we go about that, but I thought that if y'all got some ideas about doing that.
I talked to 4 or 5 of them this week, and they said that they would like to be able to form a committee to be able to look through and see, you know, what their qualifications were, and if they felt they could, you know, guide us. Because I agreed with them that we don't really know for sure exactly what their demands are. So I told them if they were willing to do it, then we'd reach out to them if they want to get a group together.
Well, we just need to decide who needs to be on the committee. And I guess that'd be the committee that looked at the applications we received, correct? And kind of go through them.
Yeah, and do some interviews, of course.
Yeah.
We might need to do that in closed session or something ourselves.
Yes, sir. No, I think
And,
that's
and the
fine.
other thing is, if we're gonna have 2 VSOs, are they won't supervise each other. If we're gonna go that route, I'd like to know if that's what we're gonna do. So we kinda need to make that decision today. Because we're gonna advertise a position, so it's either an assistant or it's another veteran service officer. The money's there to pay them equally.
That's right.
That's what we did at the budget, and that was my interpretation of what the court wanted to do, is have 2 veteran service officers that can do whatever needs to get done in the office when one's not there.
That's correct. We wanted 2 veteran service officers to keep the office open and accessible at all times. And, I don't know, I had a conversation with Mr. Denman and a few other people. I was kind of wondering, how would we go about if it's gonna be an equal person, or would there be one lead? I mean, would they be equal?
Will that's the decision I'm asking the court. Yeah,
I think they'd be
right
fine.
now, the way that job description is, they would be equal.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can office separately, Rashad. I mean, they're not gonna be together. They're gonna be working their own cases on an individual
That's
basis. So whatever workload one gets done, the other gets done. They're not gonna really be, interpreting what one or the other is doing. They just doing their job. So I think there's room in the office for it, but, for one not to have to tell the other one to be.
Yeah,
how
they
to
don't
be,
need
what
to tell
do.
each other.
I think it's
what to
directly
do,
from the court.
So on a
because,
day-to-day basis,
That's
my
right.
question is.
but until we got somebody in
They-
that
they-
position that's running at 100%, you're gonna have to have Mr. Dibben as a lead just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
Yes,
there'll be some mentoring.
Yes, sir.
If that person isn't certified, there's gonna have to be until
Yes,
they become certified.
Yes, sir.
So technically, he would be the lead.
Yes, sir, and that's
Until
what,
the certification.
just need to be known in the,
Yeah,
like, you're equal, you don't have to answer each other on nothing, but there's gonna be some things because you may be learning, we may not get a person who's, has the know-all as Mr. Dibben, and we need to make sure that, he's there to help them also, train them, get them in the position where they need to
Could
be.
you label the position as second officer, first
There
or
you
second
go,
officer?
second veteran
they're
officer.
both Just,
You got first veteran service officer, second veteran service officer.
and I said
Where
they
I was
both
going.
have the same, responsibility, but you have to have someone there to make some decisions.
Yes, sir.
Come up, so I don't know, that was just.
But the pay scale,
Miss
yeah.
Gill, I'm sorry.
I know, but the pay scale is minimum basically, and if we don't make that commitment to somebody for, veteran service officer, I don't think it's gonna be hard to get just part-timers, that are gonna commit to stick stay. We've had, not a bunch, but we've had several come and go. I'd like to make that commitment, but that's up to us totally, as a whole.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with it being first and second, and hold the same.
Officer.
Title, but that's, that's just.
That would be my recommendation, yes, sir.
And Ms. Bivens commented, she actually had, when I asked her, can you have two? And she said yes. She actually had an example of one county. They had two veteran service officers, that were equal, and they answered to the county judge. I don't know how you wanna do that, if you wanna have one commissioner over that office, or me, or you wanna have them just answer to the court, but on a day-to-day basis, they gotta have somebody. It's just like any of y'all's crews or any of our staff, they gotta have somebody to go to. So I don't know how y'all wanna structure that.
Well, now the veteran service officer turns the timesheets and everything into the county judge, correct?
Well, Vernon doesn't turn the time sheet.
But I mean.
I think she turns it directly into my office.
Yes, but in that
Vernon signs
aspect,
it.
it was coming directly your way, correct?
Well,
That was
normally,
the old way. It was
if there's no specific direction, they're not signing off on it.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Well, but if you put two officers over there and they're under the directions of answer to and come to the county judge, you won't have one telling the other how to do what to do, and they can come to that. That's what I would recommend.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
the judge is available. He's always here, for the most part, and come here and they they need to sit down with somebody and discuss something.
Yeah, I think the previous.
I'm fine with it, I wanted to
No, sir.
put it out there, that's what options y'all wanted to go, that we had several options, so.
That would be fine. I think the previous county judge and, veteran service officer didn't see eye to eye, so it went that way, but under the way we have it labeled, they're supposed to come to the county judge's office with
That'd be perfect.
everything in the way it
Or
goes
we can
now.
trade ACAD for the,
You can trade, swap.
we he didn't hear that. Trade ACAD for veteran service.
Alright. So,
Make a motion that both, there be equal position and they fall under the direction of the county judge.
Along with.
and that we advertise the position?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are y'all okay with the current job description that's in your packet for proposed today?
Have no problem with it. Are we still leaving the first and second there though? Because,
No, if.
We don't
if
really have to
somebody
say first or
over,
second.
They can both be equal. If we have someone they have to go to, because that's the deal, just if, something arises that needs a definite answer, they have somebody to go to now to help make that decision. It's not between just two people.
anything that's major, I just bring it to the court. Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Yes, sir.
All right. Motion by Commissioner Dixon, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hill, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. Okay. Item number 7 is consider to take action on declaring furniture from the Veterans Office as surplus. I went down and, we got new chairs, and they're chairs that, you know, they had couches and stuff like that down there that were donated at one time. So we replaced those, and we declared those as surplus to go in the auction, and we've gotten those out. We were trying to make a determination on what other chairs down there. There were some rolling office chairs and stuff. So I was trying to see, once we got the office resituated, we got them some new desks that are ergonomic where they can push the button, go up and down for ADA compliance. And so, there were just a few chairs and actually they're gonna utilize some of those office chairs that are still down there. So there's 2 rolling office chairs and just one kind of a wooden and cloth chair that need to be declared surplus. And I went down and took pictures so that way I can give them to Megan. Okay. So I'll entertain a motion to approve, declaring 2 rolling office chairs and 1 wooden and cloth chair as surplus and go to the auction. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Dixon. Is that a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. Okay. Item number 8 is approve all new and renewed bonds for elected appointed officials and other appointments and take action as necessary. Megan, did you want to address that?
These are just the bonds that were done in the middle of the year, last year, and at the beginning of this year, that the court needs to approve.
I'll entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Hill. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mims. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. Okay. Item number 9 is receive donations of office furniture from New York Life Insurance and take action as necessary. And y'all got just a few pictures. There were several pictures that Truman sent over from the extension office, and I didn't know if I thought he was gonna try to be here. But there's 3 floors of pretty much brand new office furniture with conference tables, conference chairs, training tables that he was interested in. It's in Dallas, and you got a copy of it. That's just a sample that he sent over. But all of it looks brand new. It's free, and they said they're gonna dispose of it if we don't come get. There it is.
They're walking in time.
That was perfect timing, Trey. Did you want to address the court? We're talking about your item right now. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
I was contacted last week from a young lady. Her husband is one of the vice presidents for New York Life in Dallas. They live here. And she was telling me that they are moving from one location to another and that they have furniture that we could have. They're just going to put it in dumpsters or put it out and let people come get what they want. Judge, they have 3 floors furniture. What you and I looked at.
I gave a sampling of, I didn't do all the pictures, but I kind of gave a sampling of, so they could see what it looked like.
What you and I looked at is 1 floor.
Right.
And there were no pictures on desk, but there are desks as well. But they have it's really nice furniture. That 1 floor is probably $10,000 to $12,000 furniture there.
It's probably,
At least.
it's probably $30,000 worth.
Yeah.
Free for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Could, very well could be.
And I know there were some you were interested in too.
Yes, we were interested in a couple of things, and I did find out that there's 19 of those skinny tables
Okay.
and 16 and 32 chairs. The chairs that they have are super nice. They're padded chairs, and then they have furniture chairs, and it's really nice. I think we could probably have anything we want, but we probably need to put a claim on some of that stuff quickly. It has to be removed by the end of the month. But in the next day, today or tomorrow, I need to let them know what we want so they can tag it.
Well, what I was gonna ask the commissioner, because we're talking 3 floors, is if they approve us going and getting the furniture, then it allowed me some latitude out of miscellaneous other to hire somebody to go get it. Cause I think it's gonna be too much just to put in the U-Haul without damaging.
Right.
Yeah. So I was just gonna kinda,
Maybe
if y'all could kinda give me an option.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
you're gonna have
it's
invested time and everything in it anyway, is labor and all. If we hauled our people up there to get it with our fuel trucks and we're not gonna do a job like, you know,
Well,
what.
I'm gonna say we could go do it, but.
Come back scratch.
But they've changed the boomers thrown across it. That's why I say we don't have the,
Okay. I figured it, if we're gonna get it, let's don't scratch it up.
Right, do you have any idea on cost or, yeah?
I don't. I hadn't had a chance to do that, because Truman just approached me just in the last few days.
One of the things is that on that one floor that the judge and I looked at, there's 4 conference tables, and they are super nice
With chairs.
with chairs.
as we say,
Yeah.
oh, it's a good plan.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Truman.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve, receiving a donation of furniture to be inventoried once it gets here, to receive that donation and present an inventory of all the furniture, to the auditor's office, from New York Life Insurance out of Dallas, and to allow the county judge some latitude to try to make arrangements on moving the furniture and, to be paid for out of miscellaneous. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Hill, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mims, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So,
Thank you, sir.
I'll get with you, Truman, okay? Item number 10 is consider and take action to replace, the front roof, air conditioner unit on the, adult probation building at 611 East Lacey. In fact, I got asked about that this morning, about the heating, so it's about to get colder. You know, we replaced last year the one in the middle of the building, but all these things, I'm gonna guess that was probably put on in 97 when they redid the building, so, it'll just be out of capital outlay. Oh, I'm sorry, permanent approval?
I think so, yes, sir.
Okay.
And there's tax on this quote.
I'm sorry?
There's tax on this
tax.
estimate.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, can we just do it up to that? Let me get to the quote here. James, you got that for me, so.
Is it 1046?
So it'll be 10,469.94.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve replacing the air conditioner heating unit on the probation office in the front of the building, with a quote of 10,469.94. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Mims. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dixon. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. And item number 11 is consider and take action on mulching 2.93 acres, starting from the road and working through Davy Dogwood Park to the job site located within the park and behind the residential areas, not to exceed $25,000. Commissioner Hill.
Yes, sir, we went out to bid on this job, and we were not
not know exactly how much it's gonna cost to cut the road in there, but I feel like it's gonna be way cheaper than $10,000.
And that's behind that residential area
Yes, sir.
where our trees are starting to fall on the
Yes, sir. I
residential's.
brought those pictures and showed,
Yes.
before.
Yes.
And what that's gonna allow us to do is we can go in there and work all the underbrush and stuff, that's where we can go in there and remove what trees need to be removed, and then we can leave what trees need to be left, where we're not going in there and just clear cut the whole thing.
And it'll give you a way to maintain it from now on.
Right.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion. You want it just up to the 25,000?
Yes, sir, not to exceed 25,000, what we got.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to
Judge,
approve.
this will come out of Dogwood Park, out of your construction materials?
I mean, we can take it out of that, it's gonna limit, what road work we can do, finish in the park, it's up to the court. If there's somewhere else we can take it from, that would save that money to put on the roads in the park, but if we need to take it out of the park, then, I'm not gonna.
Well,
You always have ARPA
for
too.
simplicity, if we took it out of the park, but we need to move some later to help on the roads, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine, that'd be good.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the, Couch Construction to do the mulching in Davy Dogwood Park up to $25,000.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Mims. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Chapin. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Mims. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Hill. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?